Are autoloaders OP in World of Tanks Blitz? That's the question we're going to answer in this video. Well, the simple answer to that is no. The long answer is a bit more complex, and we start off with the TVP T5051, the Czech tier 10 medium tank with 1200 clip damage in 4.5 seconds, which is mighty impressive. But the thing is, this vehicle in itself isn't OP, nor is any of the other tier 10 autoloaders for that matter. However, what is OP is the players that are able to use the opportunities that these vehicles provide. If you put a 40%er into a TVP, they're still going to struggle and do absolutely badly. But if you put a very good player in it, they're obviously going to do really well. Now, look at that. It's all about opportunity. And the opportunity in this case is that this 50B doesn't know I'm here, isn't really paying attention, and now I've done 1,300 damage just out of nowhere because, you know, I'm playing in a decent spot and that 50B has no spatial awareness whatsoever. That's how it goes. Like, all you have to do is be marginally better than everyone else and then you've already won. That's it. I don't know. So, the question isn't here, are autoloaders all of them OP? Because, I mean, they're obviously not. The thing is, are people able to fight them effectively? And if we look at this WT or the MX-50B earlier, then the answer to the question is no. So, autoloader themselves OP? No. People able to fight autoloaders effectively? No. Pretty simple. Because what you have here essentially is you have the perfect opportunity to use. Like you also have an opportunity for like the Leopard 1, where you have an extremely accurate gun, extremely good mobility. By the way, learn that. Learn to pick. Look at that. I'm peeking so fast that he can't even aim at me. He can't even shoot. Like, just literally, just learn that. Learn to peek quicker. It will save you a lot of hit points and it will win you battles. Trust me. Just learn to peek faster. And learn to, obviously, accurately peek faster. It's a lot harder on mobile, obviously, than it is on PC, but you get there. Now, the opportunity here is that if you have a very good player, then obviously they're going to make very good use of the opportunities that autoloaders provide. Obviously, duh. Good players going to play good. You don't have to watch a video for that, right? You can stop that. Nope, oh, stay. Hold on, stay. Because now we go to the 57 Heavy. Let's talk about it a bit. Because fighting an autoloader isn't as hard as people might think. Now, it does have 1,200 damage in 5 seconds, but that is only if you allow it. Because if you play as a team, and if you play together, and if you also peak rapidly, like I've just said, then the autoloader won't be able to use its strength. Because if you can peak within 2.5 seconds or 3 seconds, then the 57 Heavy isn't going to get 2 shots off, and you maintain the advantage. That's all. You have to not allow the autoloader to unload. Hello? Is that new? I don't think that's new. But it's very simple. Obviously, in some cases, it's not going to work because you sit out in the open and you're going to get clipped. And if you are a good autoloader player, then you're obviously going to make use of every single opportunity you get. But the skill in that is simply understanding, okay, there's an autoloader over there. I'm not going to peek out sideways. Because if you do that, now your hit points are gone. It's very simple and very straightforward. Correct? So it's much about the play. Well, I'm going to now do something worse and peek out rearwards, but they're not even looking at me, so yeah, like, it doesn't even matter at this point. I can throw matches and still do 4,000 damage. It's pointless. But anyway, it's simply about people not being able to fight autoloaders effectively that makes them strong, rather than the tanks themselves being amazing. I mean, obviously, having over 3,000 DPM on a machine like this is mighty impressive and very good. But if you're still a bad player, you're not going to get anything out of that. Or like the T-41, which is, in my opinion, the badliest played vehicle in the game. But I have no idea what's wrong with T-41 players. All of them are horrible. I don't know why. Put it in the comments if you know. So it's just about that. People can't fight this thing because even though this is a team game, people very rarely work together because that's how you gotta do. An autoloader is only as effective as it's allowed to be. Any other tank is only as effective as it's allowed to be. If you are aware that there's a 57 Heavy on the enemy team, if you are aware that there's an FE 4005 on the enemy team, then you adapt your playstyle accordingly. And you don't peek out sideways into them. Because then, it's literally going like that. You know, you peek out sideways, you get tracked, now you lost 1,200 hit points, you run to the forums and cry about autoloaders being OP. That's how it's gonna go. But it's not the reality of it. Because if you learn to peek faster, and if you learn to understand how the battles actually work, they're not really gonna be able to actually do anything to you. Because the autoloader's singular advantage is its continuous unloading for the duration of the clip. If you don't allow it to do that, you've essentially neutralized its entire advantage. That's it. And that's the 4005, which is a meme. Now, normally, you would play a vehicle like this passively, but given my, well, let's say, creative ways of playing this game, because I've been playing this game for 9 years, I know that with a high likelihood I am the best player in the match, and therefore I'm going to make use of that to a high degree and essentially result to extremely high performance trolling. I think that's pretty much how you can describe my playstyle at this point. High performance trolling. But what you have is simply map knowledge combined with tank knowledge, combined with human knowledge, combined with the opportunity of unloading 1,600 damage at once. That's all it is. Now, that Hori, he's now standing out in the open. He's still there. He could have fired and immediately pulled back, but he didn't. So now he took 2 shots for his trouble. And that 183, he's peeking out without any awareness whatsoever. And boom, that's 2,200 damage in 1 minute. So it's very much the players that make the vehicles look better than they are. Because if you don't peek quickly, if you don't have any map awareness or game awareness whatsoever, then yes, you are going to lose 1,600 hit points in just about 7 seconds. Because you just allowed them. The autoloader is only effective if you allow it to be effective through your own incompetence. And the autoloader is only effective if it's made effective by your competence. Make sense? Now, I highly recommend getting something like a 57 Heavy, because they're absolutely amazing fun. But keep in mind that no, you're not getting wrecked by autoloaders. You're just playing wrong, in most cases. Sometimes you get wrecked, but that happens all the time. Just do better.